Hi, and we're live again. And today I wanted to speak about a topic that I've spoken about previously in other ways as well. But I wanted to elaborate something more, some more on it, because there is more to it than just what is only seen or experienced at the surface. And the reason that I want to clarify this is because it is an essential part of what we do and of the Tap Into Your Talents Academy as well. And that is why, I wanted to speak about this topic some further. Okay, for those who don't know me yet, my name is Melody, and with Core Abundant Lifestyle, my holistic vegan lifestyle brand, which contains a lot of other activities, products and services, like the Tap Into Your Talents Academy for creative healers that want to live their mission, their life purpose, fulfill their life purpose in an authentic way. What we do at Core Abundant Lifestyle and the Tap Into Your Talents Academy is bring people, those who resonate with what we do, to their core, connect with their own core, either for the first time for some of those, or to reconnect with your own core again. And we do that all in a holistic, healthy, conscious and sustainable way. As I said before, we do this in many different ways. For example, with treatments, energetic treatments, holistic massage treatments, and also what people call coaching, consultancy, or therapy, whatever you want to call it, because everyone gives another name to it. Retreats, speaker events, other events like workshops and intensives. And we're also busy with our online curriculum that we will also offer in an app. And soon our online boutique will be publicly launched as well. So if you want to know more of that and want to experience that, definitely stay tuned. And you can always find us everywhere because it's open and clear. And when you want to ask something, when you want to connect, by all means, contact us. It's that simple. Okay, so a short introduction of who I am and what I do, and why these boundaries, what I speak about, are so important. And this introduction was very important to understand and to know what we're doing and what it's all about. So at the Tap Into Your Talents Academy, one of the most important topics, themes, is taking good care of yourself, but also assertiveness is one of the ways that you take care of yourself. Assertiveness, being more autonomous, being able to take care of yourself and not depend on others, especially emotionally. And by not depending on others, we don't mean that you're thrown in the deep and that you don't need or want support anymore, because that's totally different. that's actually what we're also here for, to support those who resonate with what we do and really don't want to feel that they'll have to do it alone. And that is what we do. And again, taking good care of yourself is very important when you have a mission, when you want to live your life purpose, when you want to feel fulfilled in life. Then it is essential to take good care of yourself. And also when you really have a big mission that can't be done, and your mission, your goal can't thrive if you aren't doing well, or at least taking good care of yourself. Taking that responsibility towards yourself first. And as I always say, again, for those who have heard it many times, when you take good care of yourself, you're automatically good for your environment. So then it is obvious why that really has so much attention, and why we really concentrate on that a lot, because it creates leverage for everything you want to do, what you want to create, what you want to put out there. So taking good care of yourself in a holistic way, physically, emotionally, mentally, energetically, spiritually, if you want to call it that way, that is all necessary. Okay, so now back to the boundaries. What actually is setting boundaries as well? The question was, do you know what boundaries actually are? And that is the interesting thing about it. The reason I found it very important to concentrate on this is that a lot of people, and a lot of people that come to my practice, have a lot of difficulty with being assertive, taking good care of themselves emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically as well, of course, because we're all holistic beings. And if you fail to take good care of yourself in one area, then it has effect on all the other areas as well. A lot of people don't realize that. Most people only concentrate on material things, and they think that if they make a lot of money, then all the other issues will automatically and magically be resolved. But that isn't true. And actually, I have the feeling that we all know that. A lot of people know that and are aware of it, are conscious of it. But many people have difficulty with taking the right actions in daily life, and to really make it concrete for themselves. And that is actually what we support others with, to make it really concrete, to make it actually a habit in daily life. And in this, I'm not speaking about, which we are encountering a lot. I'm not at all speaking about, taking on habits like rituals or something, or doing ceremonies. That is totally different from what I'm speaking about here. I'm really speaking about natural, habitual way of living in real life, because it is just, it stems from who you are intrinsically, and it is natural and obvious that you have these kind of behaviors because you know who you are and you take good care of yourself. That is a natural thing or it can become a natural thing and an obvious thing, and you don't need all kinds of rituals and ceremonies for it to be able to put it out there, to make it happen. We see that a lot, and we also experience, the reason that I'm expressing this is that we experience that a lot of people are losing themselves in these kind of activities, and we're not at all about these kind of activities. So people also really have to know that they don't need to expect from us, when we work with them, that we do it via rituals or ceremonies, because we don't do that at all. That is very important. And if those who want to dive deeper with us and want to work with us, then if you do it yourself, it's okay, but don't expect from us that we are going to ask you to do things that aren't intrinsically aren't an intrinsic effect, or effect of aren't a natural effect of what is in you intrinsically, because you don't need to have certain activities to make things happen in your life. We don't have a judgment about it for those who perhaps feel like, okay, so but I'm doing this, and you say that you don't work with these activities at all. It's not that we say that you aren't allowed to do these things if you want, but just to make clear to those who don't actually know what we do or what we don't do, then it's clear for everyone. So again, so making things, taking good care of yourself, a daily habit, in a way that it becomes more and more natural. And what I always say, if you really want to do this the right way, it should, quote unquote, should be experienced like, celebrating your life, celebrating taking good care of yourself, celebrating your overall well-being in a holistic way. Again, physically, emotionally, mentally, energetically, or spiritually, whatever you want to call it. It is beneficial, that's the way I want to express it, to experience it as something to celebrate, as a little party for yourself, each and every day. It is a benefit when it feels joyful for you to take good care of yourself. Not that you have to take care of yourself, because this morning something really came to me, a thought that I want to share with you guys. You are allowed to be here on this planet, but you aren't obliged to be here. So that means that you don't have to feel like it's a chore or something, or that it is something that you need to do even though you don't want it. It is your choice. You can either choose if you want to perhaps even feel miserable, as a lot of people do, or that you want to, take good care of yourself and feel better time and again, and, ameliorate your experience in life and your quality of life. And again, when you do that, you have a lot of positive effect on your surroundings as well. So then you can also share in that joy. And what is more wonderful and lovely than being able to share that with other beings? Yeah, I think it's a really amazing thing to be able to share and joy with each other. So everyone in the end, at least, benefits from it. Okay, so back to setting your boundaries. What it actually is, in my experience, it's when we're speaking about, for example, creating and manifesting the things you want in life, the beneficial things that you can feel good about. My experience is that setting healthy boundaries is actually a gateway to manifesting that which you want, which you visualize, which your goal is, and you want to happen in your life. So how do I mean that? If you are able to set healthy boundaries, then you're constantly making a choice. Is this what I want for myself and what feels good and what resonates with me in my life or not? Does this resonate with my own core values or not? Is this beneficial for my own well-being and that of others as well or not? So when you fail in setting clear, healthy boundaries, then you're not creative. Then you're passive and you let others and circumstances outside of you decide for you what your life looks like, what your mission, your direction is going to look like, and eventually what your fate is. And faith as well. Then you don't have a lot of faith in life if you let others constantly decide for you what your life is going to look like, what direction it should go in, what goals you should reach, and what you should do and what you shouldn't do. It's exhausting, really. It's so exhausting. Isn't it time to leave that behind, for God's sake? Really. Again, as I said so many times, when you're just, when you're pure in your intentions and you're not harming anyone with just being here, living, and making choices in your life, and it can even be very beneficial that you're making these choices. If you let others decide that you shouldn't make these choices and shouldn't take these actions, while it's beneficial for you and for others as well, for your environment, for the surroundings, why, for God's sake, would you let others decide what it should be? And again, I've said it before, taking advice from those that really want to lift you up, really want to support you so you can be even a better version of yourself and, expect even better results than you have now. And then I'm speaking about really better results, so for yourself and the greater good, and not just some cheap-ass result, or also how to say it, long-term and limited and limiting result. I'm really speaking of sustainable, healthy, conscious and sustainable results. Then it's not beneficial to let others outside you and circumstances outside you decide in a way that is non-beneficial to you and your surroundings, that is bringing you down, that is limiting you, that is actually sabotaging you and your mission, your life, and in your, in your role, in your responsibilities, you can even call it, and in your mission and activities, also sabotaging others and the environment. Please really really be considerate about that. It might seem easy at first to say, okay, I don't want all these responsibilities, I'm not going to take good care of myself, I'm a victim, and I say it, I pity myself because, and you might think in the beginning or at first that it's an easy way to, not take responsibility in your own life and of your own well-being, etc. And then you can say, yeah, it's only because of outside circumstances. And I'm not saying that these outside circumstances aren't there and have a big effect on your life. They have. We know all about it. But please don't act passively and say, oh yes, I let everything come over me and I let others control me and my life, and they're the boss, they know it all, they are the leaders, even though they are criminals. I put them on a pedestal so that I don't have to take responsibility of my own life, my own well-being, and those that I'm connected with, that I really love and want to, thrive, want them to thrive. It might, again, seem easy at first, but you pay a lot of toll for it eventually. You're already doing it now if you're behaving like that, but it's only will become worse if you continue on this path and you continue this behavior. And those others that you're listening to or let control your life don't feel that misery, don't feel that pain, don't feel that stress. So don't feel like, oh yes, but they mean the best, and otherwise they wouldn't be so popular and that everyone is following them. I'll tell you what, a lot of people are following people that you shouldn't ever follow at all, are listening without any consideration to others that don't know them, that don't even care about the well-being of others and themselves either, because otherwise you wouldn't destroy the lives of others if you care about yourself and your own well-being. But don't expect those to save you and your life. It's not going to happen. It never will. So you're the only one who is going to have these negative results. And yeah, they will have negative results as well, but they might not even care about it. That is the problem with a lot of with empathetics, as they are called, that they are too empathetic and think and feel that others are the same as they are, and expect others to experience or have the same or similar kind of experiences in life as they do themselves. So they expect that everyone is that caring, everyone is that loving, everyone is that considerate in life. But I can tell you something, it isn't that way at all. So you should be really considerate, and I'm going to emphasize this, with yourself, with your energy, with your life, and the choices you make in life. So again, don't let others control what you should do or shouldn't do, what you're capable of. Again, in a way that is only sabotaging your results. And I put emphasis on this because a lot of people aren't able to determine whether something is beneficial for them and their environment or not, or even the opposite. That is really a huge issue, I would say, problem, especially nowadays, because these things in the world aren't happening for nothing. It is because a lot of people don't dare to stand up for themselves and decide and make the right choices for themselves and their environment. So again, when I go back to that, boundaries actually are a gateway to manifesting and creating the life you want. By that I mean that when you set your boundaries and you filter everything that you don't want, don't need in your life, and that are actually non-beneficial, that are actually sabotaging, then you get all the space, then everything is cleaned and cleared up, and you are able to make the right choices, go into the right direction, take the right actions and steps, and everything will only get better and better and better, and you're getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and clearer and clearer and clearer, and healthier and healthier and healthier. And when others don't want you to go there, then for God's sake, by all means, change your environment. And by that, I don't mean that if there's the slightest chance for those that are now sabotaging you or holding you back, that they aren't able to come along with you. I don't say that they aren't able to change, because people expect that other people are changing all the time. People don't change. You are who you are what you are intrinsically, and you behave according that, or you don't, either because you have still blockages that you want to be cleared up, or other circumstances, or it's just not intrinsically who and what you are. But you intrinsically, you yourself, your inner being, your core, never changes. That is also a strange idea that people have, that you yourself and others are changing. Yes, circumstances in life change, and choices change. That is obvious. But intrinsically, you are who you are, and that is a given on itself. Okay, so but circumstances can change, and that can also make people more aware of some things, and that can indeed could change their behavior. and their choices, but don't expect that from someone else. If they resonate with you, if they see you as a living example and what you're doing, and they resonate with that, and they might think like, okay, I also want this for myself, and I also want to have better results in my life, then they might follow at some point. Hi, Kimberly. I saw that others were attending as well before, but you know, a lot of the times I can't see who are attending. But they might come along with you on a certain point later, but it could also be that they just fall away, that they don't make that choice, that they aren't even able to make the choice. And it's also very, very, very important to respect and acknowledge that as well. If they aren't able to come along with you or to share it with you, if they can't even comprehend where you're coming from, what you are doing, and where you want to go, or where you are going, where you're heading towards, if they just can't comprehend it because they're on another frequency, and they will never, you know, your vision in life and your experiences will never be able to, you know, to connect with each other in any way, then leave it as it is. That is also setting your boundaries. That you decide to not put you know, effort, how to say it, endless effort in helping them, wanting to better their life circumstances, because if they don't want it for themselves, then why should you, you know, put all your time and energy and even money and all your resources in it? Why would you do that? Why would you choose something like that when it's only, you know, when it doesn't benefit anyone, neither you, neither them, neither the greater good? This is really something to be very, very aware of, to be considerate about, especially in these days when there's a lot at stake. Hi, Pankaj. Thank you for attending and for the like. Thank you very much. So again, in these days especially, and it has been like that since ages, but definitely in this time, in this period, in the linear time, in, I would say, the earth dimensions that people experience, it is essential, it is priority to set your boundaries and to really know, clear everything up for yourself, and to be assertive, and to not just go along with what, you know, the masses decide for you, because a lot of the times the masses are heading for, you know, are heading towards a cliff that they will fall off eventually. And if you know that that is what the outcome can be, if you're just, you know, without consideration following those and just doing what they say you should do, or what you feel is needed to respect them or the circumstances, then you might want to make another choice for yourself. And also respect others' paths when they are heading towards that cliff, while you have reached out to them time and again, and they didn't want to, then you might just acknowledge that that isn't their path to go on, and respect that. That is also very important, again, as well in these times, to respect and acknowledge where others are, because otherwise you might regret it. If you didn't acknowledge what their path was beforehand, then it might become very difficult for you to give it a place, and to again, to give it a place for yourself and them as well, and to eventually have peace in circumstances and in life and in the greater good. But again, when you make choices and you know, you find out if you don't know, and you know what is good for you that also serves the greater good, then not only worlds, but the entire universe, the entire cosmos, the entire potential is opening up for you. So if you feel like you want support in this, and you can help, you can use some help with this, then you can definitely contact me. You can definitely reach out to me. If you feel like you want to take steps in this direction, but don't really know how or where to begin. Because, I'm doing all these live sessions, and there might be some people, therapists, even coaches, consultants, successful business owners, who are afraid that if I'm doing this and I'm reaching out to people, that I, for example, that there won't be nothing to do anymore, and that I am telling secrets who aren't there. There are no secrets, and that therapists and coaches, consultants, speakers, trainers, whatever you want to call them, aren't needed anymore. Wake up. Now you're needed more than ever. And there's no competition at all. It's not about competition. It's about, healing those who need it. It isn't either about saving the planet, but saving the planet in the way that it is being sustained, and that humanity and other beings are able to thrive. That's what it is all about. And there's urgency. So don't come and think in competition, or if you're doing this and sharing this all, there won't be any secrets to solve anymore for us, and people won't come to me anymore. It's nonsense. It's scarcity thinking. I do this because it is needed, and I'm not going to let others, fall into a black hole, just because I knew I was able to reach out to them and they could see my videos and, feel a bit better in life and take one step ahead. But when you really have difficulties in life and blockages that need to be healed, it isn't done like this. If people want support, if you want support, then you can't just do it with only videos you see on the internet. It's not like that. If you really want to, you know, heal the root cause, if you really want to heal that issue and want to get everything on stream again for yourself, but also for your ancestors, for the greater good in every way, for a lot of beings, then that isn't enough. And I know that, and that is why I'm doing it. It's only to reach out for those who want to dive deeper and want to do this and want to heal issues in their life and that of others, of their friends, family, partner, all those who want to do that together with them or want to come along with them. And I have that a lot of the times when people come to me and in my practice or otherwise online or whatever, I feel a lot of energies coming along with them that want to be healed as well. They're not coming alone. So please be, I would even say, mindful about it, but don't be in your mind too much. Get into your heart. Be considerate about this. It's not only about yourself. And if that is the trigger for you to take action because others benefit of it as well, your partner, your children, your parents, your family, your friends, your co-workers, everyone, animals, nature, the environment, then please consider to really take steps and get things healed. Again, if you want to do it with me or with my partner, or both of us, we do a lot together, and we experience that a lot of people really like that, and it's really beneficial for a lot of people because, you know, we have a lot of the same skills and talents, my partner and I, Ruud and I, but we also complement each other, and we do it a lot. We have a lot of conversations together with others, and we do energetic work together a lot of the times, and it's really, again, complementing each other. So if you want that, that is possible as well. But again, you know how and where to find us, and don't hesitate. Take action and reach out to us if that is what you feel. We can always explore non-bindingly without any obligation. We are like that. We always strive for win-win-win situations, and if there's no win for anyone involved, for you, for us, or the greater good, then it's no deal. It's simple as that. We won't haunt you for that. No. So we always find out what is desired, what is needed in the circumstances that are current, and what is beneficial for those involved and the greater good. And if you feel like some people aren't benefiting of this when you take good care of yourself, then think again. Is that actually serving the greater good as well? If you feel like others won't benefit from this, think again. It might be that it looks differently than you want, but it's not beneficial when others are leeching on you or are dependent on you, and it costs you a lot of energy, and you aren't worth anything anymore. So please, please, please be considerate in deeper levels. And as well, you don't have to do it with us, but if you want to do it with someone else and you really feel that they can help you, then make that choice. But if you feel like we resonate more, then also consider that, and don't just make a choice because you think it is expected from you. Okay, thank you guys again for attending, and yeah, I really like this, and hope to see you soon. And for those who want, I want to share as well that the 20th of May, so next, not coming Saturday, but the following Saturday, the 20th of May, we have our Comfort and Conscience experience in real life in the convent that I'm here now in the south of the Netherlands. If you want to attend as well, then go to comfortandconscience.com, and then you can also sign up for that. We'd love to see you in real life, and I can tell that we're going to tell more about, you know, our vision and mission and philosophy behind what we do, what Comfort and Conscience is all about, why our assortment of well-being supporting products and services, why our assortment is called that way. And then we will also present you two of our product lines, and you can try it, you can experience it. It's going to be wonderful. And if you want, you can also purchase some items for yourself that you feel that contribute to your overall well-being. You're not obliged to do that. You never are. You'll get information from us, and if you feel this resonates with you, then you'll also have the opportunity to make some items yours for your daily life to support you in that. So you're invited. Go to comfortandconscience.com, and hope to see you there as well. Until next time, and have a wonderful day, night, evening, wherever you are.